Good morning, everybody. We shall now discuss on third session of Unit 1 Laws of Thermodynamics for the third semester students in the paper Thermal Physics and Statistical Mechanics. In this session, we are going to study about the conversion of heat into work. Let us have the recap of previous class. We have discussed about the various thermodynamical processes and also the applications of first law of thermodynamics. The objective behind learning this session is to derive the expression for work done during expansion and adiabatic process, and we are going to explain about the applications. The session outcome is understanding the meaning of adiabatic expansion and deriving the work done during adiabatic process. And we are going to derive the expression for work done during expansion. We need to know about the various thermodynamic processes such as adiabatic process, isothermal process, isochoric process and isobaric process and many more. And also the laws of thermodynamics. Let us have the introduction about this thermodynamics. Consider 1 gram molecule of a perfect gas and it is enclosed in a perfectly non-conducting cylinder which is provided with a non-conducting piston. Now if the piston is moved suddenly in outward direction, the gas expands and does some work. Since no heat is supplied from outside, the adiabatic expansion has occurred. Therefore, the energy which is required for the expansion of the gas is taken from the gas itself so that its temperature falls. An adiabatic process occurs without transferring heat or mass between a thermodynamic system and its surroundings. Unlike an isothermal process, an adiabatic process transfers energy to the surroundings only as work. There is no exchange of heat in the adiabatic process. So, what is the work done during expansion? Now, for that, let us consider a gas contained in a cylinder which is fitted with a movable piston. Suppose the initial state of the gas is A and corresponds to pressure P1 and volume V1. Now let the gas expand very slowly and attain the state B corresponding to pressure P2 and the volume V2. Suppose at any instant during expansion, the gas occupies the volume V and exerts an uniform pressure P on the piston, and if A is the cross-sectional area of piston, then whatever the force is exerted by the gas on the piston is F is equal to P into A, that is force is equal to pressure into area. As we all know, pressure is equal to force per unit area, so force will be equal to pressure into area. Then piston moves a certain distance dx. Then small amount of work is done, that is written as dw. This dw amount of work is done on the piston and it is given by dw is equal to, as we know, work done is equal to force into distance. So this small amount of work dw will be equal to force into distance. Put the value of force F as PA into dx. Then rearranging the terms PA dx. Then dw will be equal to PV as V is equal to A into dx. That is area into distance will give the volume. So whatever the small amount of work is done on the piston is given by dW is equal to the pressure into volume. The total work done W by the gas when its volume changes from volume V1 to volume V2 is given by integration of this equation. So just integrate this above equation, that is integration of dW is equal to integration of P into dV. Integration of dW is W, and here on right hand side integration of P into dV. So this is the total work done by the gas when the volume changes from V1 to V2. Next we will see the work done during adiabatic process. As we all know, adiabatic process is a thermodynamic process in which there is no change of heat. Heat will not enter into the system, or heat will not be given out of the system. dQ will be 0, means no change in heat. So here in the adiabatic process we have an equation PV raised to gamma is a constant. So P will be equal to K into V to the power minus gamma, and we all just now seen W is equal to, that is total amount of work done, W is equal to integration of P into dV, or put the value of P here from the above one, P is equal to KV raised to minus gamma. So put that, then after calculations and substitutions we will have this equation W is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 upon 1 minus gamma. So this is the amount of work done during adiabatic process. Then about the application of the adiabatic process. So where are these processes used? So these processes are used in the Otto cycle when the piston does work on the gasoline. Similarly, diesel engines also make use of this adiabatic compression in order to ignite its fuel. Let us summarize this. The adiabatic relation between pressure and volume is given by PV raised to gamma is a constant K. The adiabatic relation between pressure and temperature is given by P to the power 1 minus gamma, T to the power gamma is a constant. Similarly, we have the adiabatic relation between the volume V and temperature T, and it is given by T into V to the power gamma minus 1 is a constant. Similarly, we have one more expression for work done during adiabatic process, that is W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 whole divided by gamma minus 1. So this is, we have understood about the adiabatic process. Now we will see some of the questions in this session. Question number 1. The process in which no heat enters or leaves the system is. So you should name the process in which heat will not enter into the system or leave from the system. So options are given. Option A, isothermal. Option B, adiabatic. Option C, isochoric. And option D, none of the above. Just now we have discussed about the adiabatic process in which heat will not enter into the system or leave from the system. So right answer for this question 1 is option B, that is adiabatic process. So in the case of adiabatic process, heat will not enter into the system or leave from the system. Next question. If heat is added to a system, then Q is. See, there are two cases. Either you can add the heat to the system or heat will be taken out of the system. So here, if heat is added to the system, then what happens to Q? Option A, positive. Option B, negative. Option C, 0. Option D, none. So Whenever heat is added to the system, Q becomes positive. So the correct answer for this question is option A. Next question, question number 3. If work is done by the system, then W is, that means W means work, W. A negative, B 0, C positive, D none. So if the work is done by the system, then W will be positive. So correct option for this question is C. If it is done by the system, it is positive. Next question, question number 4. During adiabatic expansion of a gas, work is done. Option A, by the gas, on the, option B, on the gas, option C, both A and B, option D, none of the above. So it is during adiabatic expansion of a gas, work is done by the gas. So correct answer for this question is option A, that is by the gas. Next question, question number 5. In the adiabatic process, delta Q is, see, we have understood now which process is called as adiabatic. Adiabatic is a process in which neither heat enters into the system nor leaves from the system. So what should be delta Q? Obviously it should be 0. So in the adiabatic process, delta Q is 0 and option A is 0. So the correct answer for this question is A. And these are some of the references. You may go through that to understand about this session. Thank you.